Hi, welcome to Quilting with Lori. My name is Lori Dickman. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. We're going to be working on a project here. It's a new quilt that I've designed. It's called Circles of Kaleidoscopes. And here is a close-up of that quilt. You can make this quilt in the dark version that you see here as well as the light version. Basically, when you are cutting out each of these kaleidoscopes, you are cutting both the dark version and the light version at the same time. It is a great way to make two quilts at one time. Let me show you how this is done. All right, I have the 4 blocks here that are required for the 2 quilts. Here is the quilt in the darker version, and this is the lighter version. So block A and B are for the darker version. Block C and D are for the lighter version. And so as you can see here, and I'll make sure this is all in the screen for you, this is block A and B. This is block C and D. This is the darker version because you see more of the dark that's popping out, and this is the lighter version. This is also a great scrap buster. We're simply using strips of fabric from our stash. That's all we're using. Let me show you the parts and pieces that you'll need. For these blocks, you're basically using 2-inch wide width of fabric strips or 3.5-inch wide width of fabric strips. And although I have used some batiks, I decided I wanted to start using some of these batiks that I'm saving. I don't know why I'm saving them. I need to use my fabric, so that's what I'm doing here. But you can also use scraps, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But all we're doing is we're using those strips, and we're also using a 4.5-inch strip from which I'm subcutting 4.5-inch squares, and then I'm cutting them on the diagonal. And these are going to square off 4 of the kaleidoscopes. And you'll see that here in a moment as I show you how that's done. I've sewn together the width of fabric strips, and I've just cut across. I've given you a template in the pattern. This is the template. It's a triangle template, and you can simply trace it onto a plastic film and use that as you trace it onto the back of your fabrics. I do happen to have a Missouri simple wedge template. It's the large size. It's a Missouri Star simple wedge. And I have used this tape here, which indicates that's the line that is what works for my template here. So that's my cutting line right there. So what I did is I went across my strip of fabric. I simply placed my wedge on the strip of fabric and did the cut, flipped it around, placed my wedge, cut, flipped it around, placed my wedge, cut, and you can do the same with the plastic film. So basically across that strip, you're getting 2 different blocks, 2 different strips of fabric that are going to be used in the 2 different quilts. This will be used in the darker quilt. This will be used in the lighter quilt. It's a wonderful way to make 2 quilts at one time. All right, as you can see here, I have a number of strip sets. So these were strip sets that I had created that work for blocks A and for blocks C. So I've got that going there. Here is another strip set, as you can see here, from which I had cut these particular triangles. These were the 2-inch strips. And then I also have some 3.5-inch wide strips that I have sewn together. And I have used, you can either use your plastic film template, or if you happen to have one of these Missouri Star wedges, you can mark it as I have with some tape, so that it's the exact length that you need for cutting. And then I simply cut along the strip set for the larger ones as well. And I've got some of those in yellow and cream and red. So as you can see, you can absolutely use your strip stash up and get all of that used. I love to be able to use what's in my stash to create some beautiful quilts. So that is an option for you. So here I've got the batiks back on the table here for you. These were the larger strip sets. These are the 3.5-inch wide strips that I put together. These were the 2-inch wide strips that I put together. And all of them, every triangle from both types of strip sets are the exact same. I'm cutting this back and forth, just like that. And then every time I'm cutting, I'm getting one for the light quilt and one for the dark quilt, one for the light quilt, one for the dark quilt. So you're basically cutting the pieces that you need for 2 different quilts at the same time. It's fabulous. So I hope that you'll try this. The pattern gives you all the instructions on how to actually get all of that cut from your strip stash or from fabric. And then let me lay out a block here for you so you can see what block A looks like. So I've taken 4 of those and I have put the triangle on the end. So these were the triangles that we had cut on the diagonal, and they were sewn to the ends of those. And that helps to square off the block. And then these are the second pieces from another strip set that I had cut. And they go in the center right here. And this kind of gives you an idea of how that block is put together right there. Okay, now let me move all of this out of the way so you can see this. So here is the block that's going to be put together. And what I did when I sewed it together, I basically sewed those 4 together and I sewed these 4 together. So it's sewn here, here, and there. And so you're creating basically half of the block. As you can see, that's what I've done right there. So I have pressed all of my seams going this direction. So every seam here is actually being pressed that direction, and I'll do that on both halves. When I sewed these halves together, I simply nested everything. So as you can see, I've nested those seams, those seams, those seams, and then here's the end. And everything flips. For me, it's flipping. The seams are going to the left. And you can decide which direction you want yours to go, but that's what I have done. And I'll stitch a 1/4 inch seam allowance there. And then when I'm done with that and open it up, here is what it will look like. And I'll make 2 of those. They're identical, top and bottom. And then you'll sew them together in the center. And then I was able to actually twist my seams. So as you can see, everything was pressed to the left. Here, everything was pressed to the left, and that allowed me to be able to twist that center seam. And that just allows you to have a nice flat seam here in the center that so that when you're quilting, it will quilt so much nicer. You'll not run into a ton of seam allowances that is causing your needle to break and skip stitches. So I like to try to do that whenever I can. So I've pressed everything to the left. You could also, if you wanted to, press everything open if you choose. Whatever works better for you as you're creating it. There is block A, squared up to 12.5 inches. Here is block B, squared up to 12.5 inches. These are the larger 3.5 inch with the fabric strips. These will go together to create the darker quilt. And then I will use block C, move these out of the way, C and D. And because of the fabrics that I've chosen, these will make the lighter quilt. So here you can see this is block A and B. This is block C and D. When you're cutting out block A, you're also cutting out block C. When you're cutting out block B, you're also cutting out block D. So you've got 2 beautiful quilts going here. These are just the opposite of one another. As you can see here, here's this one and there's that. Here's this one and there's that mate. So that's how this one was put together. And again, we've got this dark here and they're the opposite. Here's this one and there's the opposite. Just really fun, very simple. I hope you'll check out the pattern. I'm going to link it below. There's a PDF pattern that's available out on my website. You can order it if you're interested. When you look at the pattern in my website, you'll see all of the blocks. You'll see a sample of it put together on a wall, and it will give you a good idea of what it looks like. It's a very simple pattern, nothing but strips, and then of course some squares that you cut on the diagonal to create these triangles to square off each block. That's all there is to it. Lots of fun. This pattern would be great if you're wanting to make some Christmas gifts. You could use Christmas fabrics for all of this, and as you're cutting out the blocks, you're literally cutting both quilts at the same time. So you can have two gifts that you're cutting at once. How fun is that? Or maybe two baby quilts or two holiday quilts. Any season you want, any fabrics that you want. Just have fun creating. And again, this is what the quilt looks like on the wall. This is the darker version. The pattern is a 44 by 44 inch wall quilt, and the blocks are 12 inches finished. However, you can, depending on how many scraps you have in your stash or how much fabric you have, you can just continue making more blocks and making this a much larger quilt. Once you understand how to create the blocks, it's very simple. Just add more to make a lap size or a queen size or even a king size. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like the content that I provide for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I love to read comments from my viewers. And until next time, happy quilting.